Tonight, students prepare for the biggest concert of the year. Find out what you can expect at this weekend's Flat Tail Music Festival.
I'm Theo Hendrickson, and tonight we're going to be talking about what's cooking in downtown Corvallis.
Finally, Theo will be giving us our last edition of the Police Beat for spring term. We'll have all that and more on tonight's edition of the Beaver News.
Good evening and welcome to your Wednesday night edition of the Beaver News. I'm Olivia Gonzales.
And I'm Sara Boraston. We're glad you can join us this evening. Flat Tail is back. This Friday marks the start of the weekend-long concert extravaganza here at OSU that begins with an evening full of our very own OSU students playing in Battle of the Bands. The Battle of the Bands winner will win $500 and open for the acts on Saturday at the Flat Tail Music Festival, which will include performances by Mosley Wada, DJ Soul, and headline performer Hoodie Allen. For the past few years, the MUPC has held the concert weekend, which has featured artists such as Macklemore, OK Go, Neon Indian, and Swayze. This year's concert will be held from 6 to 11 p.m., but the quad will be fenced off on Saturday night, so if you are interested in hearing Hoodie Allen and the other performers close up, then head over to the MU Quad and get your tickets early before they're sold out. For more information on the different bands playing and fun ways to win prizes, visit the Battle of the Bands and Flat Tail Music Festival 2013 on the Facebook page.
Were you curious as to why there are chairs and whoopee cushions in the quad? Well, an organization on campus is spreading the message about sit less, move more.
And the MU brick wall was lined with motorcycles provided by students and staff. Team Oregon was spreading the message of motorcycle visibility and safety. Reporter Allison Headley went out to see what the noise was all about.
We're representing this campaign called Sit Less, Move More. It's basically just to encourage people to stop sitting. And people sit for more than 10 hours a day, and we're just trying to get people to stop that. I mean, it does dramatic effects on your health. It can decrease your length of life by a few years, and if not more. So.
It's about motorcycle safety and motorcycle awareness. So promoting motorcycle safety so people know that our organization instructs people on how to ride motorcycles safely, and also let people know that motorcycles are on the road. Faculty, staff, students, they come right in and park their bikes here for the day.
After all the excitement of the weekend events, we are faced with the dreaded dead week, and students are starting to get nervous for finals. It's that time of the year again to buckle down and review class notes, fill out study guides, and calculate exactly how you can earn an A in that class. For some, finals can be a stressful time, but here are a few tips to help you relax and do well on your finals. First of all, study your information in chunks. Studies show that you should spend 20 to 50-minute increments of studying with a 5 to 10-minute break in between each study session to help you retain the information. Second, take advantage of office hours while you can. TAs and professors are always happy to see students seek out help, even if you only have one question to ask. Last but not least, go for a jog. It only takes 20 minutes of cardio a day to improve your memory. And when you're feeling that test anxiety, it's always good to take a stroll to work it off.
OSU students have a knack for finding good food hotspots, but one place they never look is in an alley. But sometimes the greatest cultural experience can be found in the oddest of places. Reporter Theo Hendrickson has the story.
Students frequent several restaurants near the OSU campus. But tucked away in a dirty alleyway lies a hidden gem that serves a unique ethnic food.
The correct pronunciation is gyros. It's a Greek sandwich. We do ours Greek style. So into the base of a warm pita, we put a few fresh cut fries, the meat or falafel of your choice on top of it.
So this is what an authentic gyro would look like. It comes with lamb, but it doesn't just come with lamb. It can come with this dressing over it called tzatziki dressing, which is made from yogurt and dill weed. Nearing their one-year anniversary, they have been serving satisfied customers from their humble location.
Come in here pretty regularly. Well, I really like the food that they serve. It's really fresh and it's very tasty and yummy.
With summer on the way, the departure of students doesn't have them worried at all.
We do better in the summer when there's a lot more street activity going on and the sun's out. It's steadily growing. The more people, the better it gets, and so we're steadily growing.
Alleyways may look dangerous, but you may find a nice surprise the next time you go down one. This has been Theo Hendrickson with the Beaver News.
Olivia, you've been to Alley Euro, right?
Yeah, I've actually walked past it a couple of times, and I finally got myself to try it on Mom's Weekend. And it was really fresh and good, and I really liked it. We should go.
Oh, nice. I love Greek food. I should try it out.
And while we're on the topic of food and restaurants, Theo Hendrickson has the report on what happened at a few local food locations in our last edition of Police Beat for spring term.
Thanks, Olivia. Over the weekend, Chinese restaurant Jade Garden was broken into and robbed, but the items stolen were a bit out of the ordinary. The perpetrator had stolen approximately $3,000 to $4,000 worth of miscellaneous frozen seafood and 10 boxes of cooking oil. The suspect had broken in through the back door where he made his entrance and exit to the crime. Fingerprints were found on several cans of fish, which are currently being processed in the crime lab. The suspect is still at large. Last week, Benjamin Pitt was cited for theft in the second degree when he stole about $300 worth of miscellaneous kitchen and household supplies from Winco. Pitt had put the items in the shopping cart and casually exited Winco, where an employee had spotted Pitt, who then fled the scene. Police then recovered the stolen merchandise behind a dumpster on the south end of the store. Pitt was confronted by authorities at his home in Corvallis, where he admitted to the theft. Pitt is scheduled to appear in the Benton County Circuit Court on June 3rd at 1 p.m. And lastly, the Benton County Sheriff's Office found Trenton Christopher Skeel passed out and slumped over his vehicle's steering wheel on Pettibone Drive. Skeel was found near Independence Highway in Corvallis. He was arrested and provided a BAC sample of 0.32%. He was cited for a DUII and released from the Benton County Correctional Facility. And that's your final edition of Police Beat. Back to you, Sarah and Olivia.
Lights, thank you, Theo. Lights, camera, runway. That's right, OSU's annual spring fashion show is finally here and taking place Friday at 7 p.m. This event is completely run by School of Design and Human Environment students, including models, designers, and production. It will showcase Oregon State's very own designers with a theme of Floralia, where 15 students majoring in apparel design and merchandising management will be featured. This show will take place at the CH2M Alumni Center, and doors will open at 6:30 p.m. Tickets vary in price, $7 for standing room to $100 for front row seating. Tickets must be purchased from Milam Hall, room 228.
And if you get the motivation from the fashion show to spruce up your wardrobe, then the Beaver News store just might be the spot for you to find new clothes for summer. Beaver News reporter Jessica Augustine has the story.
For nearly a year now, students and staff near 26th and Washington have been listening to table saws and jackhammers, awaiting the completion of a new bookstore. Initial reasons for the relocation included an expiring lease at the MU and the removal of central campus parking.
The available space, being close to campus, being attached to the parking garage, to kind of endear ourselves to the Corvallis community as well as the campus community, really a driving force behind that decision.
Students can expect wider aisles and security cameras, eliminating the need for cubbies and lockers. Textbooks and merchandise will be on the same floor, and the extra space will allow for more cashiers.
Also the increased volume that we're going to have in that space, going from about 30,000 square feet at our current location to about 50,000 square feet in our new location, is going to help us better serve our membership through hopefully higher volume of merchandise sales, which can subsidize our textbook discounts.
I enjoy the bookstore, so I think it'd be great to have more room for more merchandise and stuff like that.
But as a student, it's going to be a little harder because I live on the other side of campus and stuff, so to go get my books and other supplies, it's a little farther walk, so the accessibility is not as well.
I think it would be great to have a Dutch Bros, perfect for game day. Stop over there, get some Dutch Bros at halftime.
I think I'll miss the core location on campus. I think that's an important tradition. I love walking through to the Union and have for 35 years, and to me that's an integral part of the way a campus should be centralized.
Grand opening is scheduled for September 21st and will include a fun run, OSUFO fashion show, and an autograph session with the return of famous OSU alumni. This is Jessica Augustine for the Beaver News.
Well, we've just about reached the end of our show for this evening. But before we sign off, there's one person we'd like to thank. The Beaver News would be nothing without its tremendously talented, confident, and fearless director, Hayden Smith. Tonight is Hayden's last show with the Beaver News, so we'd like to take this moment to honor the work he has put into the show this year.
From a year ago today, the Beaver News has taken on a completely different image, both aesthetically and professionally, and more than half of that credit has to go to Hayden for all of the hard work he has put into making this show better every day, starting from day one.
From the first day Hayden stepped foot in the set of the show, he has brought forth skill and passion to this program that has never been seen before, all with the simple goal of making something better than when he had found it.
Before Hayden joined the show, he didn't know anything about television or journalism, and like every first step in a new journey, there were some bumps along the way. But Hayden's uncanny knack for taking everything in stride has only improved this show day after day.
So it's a bittersweet moment when we have to say goodbye, but Hayden, you're off to bigger and better things, and we couldn't be happier for you. So from all of us at the Beaver News, we'd just like to wish you the best of luck.
We love you, Hayden. Well, that's all the...
Oh, hey, Hayden.
You want to use?
Move the teleprompter.
Well, that's about all the time we have for you tonight. I'm Sara Boraston.
And I'm Olivia Gonzales. We're glad you could join us this evening.
Hi. And I'm Hayden Smith. We're glad you could join us tonight, this season and this year. It's been fun. This has been Hayden Smith for the Beaver News, signing off. Have a good night.
Goodbye.